Hello out there, comic book lovers. It is Friday. So you know what that means. I'm doing my Friday night reviews. I am going to take three comics from the previous Wednesday, so the three what I thought were the best, and do a review of them. And then I'm going to take the one that I liked the least. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad, but it's the one that I liked the least. And check it out. And here we go with the book I liked the most this week. And as I said before, all of the books this week were blind buys at one point. The first three were blind buys this week. This one, it's issue number 5. So the initial one was a blind buy. The 4 afterwards weren't, because I loved the first one. Steak. Number 5. Now, I think this one was supposed to be coming in last week. Not this previous Wednesday, but the Wednesday before that. But the ones they got were, I think they only got 1 or 2 of them, were damaged, so they had to reorder, and this is the one that came in this week. Now, I love this book. It is Steak. It is by Scout Comics, written by David A. Byrne. Artist is Francesca Fantini, Fantini. I'm assuming that's Fantini. And letterer production is Joel Rodriguez. So this picks up just a little bit after last issue. And you have a central character. She's like, remember this? And she is talking to her best friend / adoptive sister, who is comatose in a home from the attack that brought vampires to the attention of the world. And so she's flashing back as to where that tattoo came from, and she had actually gotten this tattooed on her arm, and you find out what it means. And she's talking about the night before, where the friends had taken her out to go dancing, and she relaxed, got drunk, and got the tattoo. And then she gets called in for a lead on. Well, first of all, okay, she's upset because her adoptive sister and best friend is not responding. That makes sense. Some of you love is comatose, and you need them, and it's stressful, and so she finally just snaps. Says, okay, I'm done, and has to go off and take care of work. So she's not being very patient with Jezebel, her teacher, and they go and are investigating a couple of disappearances and murders, and they find a guy, and then she starts find out that one of the persons they thought was dead is not, due to some investigating by her, and she gets some suggestions from her fans on the internet saying, look for what's not there. And that leads her to a bar to a suspect of the person who was doing the killing. And you know what? It's very interesting the way this thing develops, because not everyone is happy all the time or depressed all the time, and life affects you in certain ways. Like you have a job, what happens on the outside of work affects your work, and this shows that there. And then you have a boss who isn't exactly friendly, or just who sits there and is detached and says you can do this stuff, but they have a different way of doing things. And so this is a different dynamic for the old wizened teacher teaching the the headstrong student who thinks they know everything but they don't dynamic. Because we've seen this before, but this is a little different because this includes other aspects, and then also adds the supernatural effects and modern technology of the student using excuse me the internet and Snapchat type stuff to help solve crimes. David A. Byrne is a wonderful writer, and Francesca Fantini, I love. Now I'm assuming Francesca is a female. Her art is incredible. I mean, come on, just that is, unbelievably well done. And I like how she just basically keeps everything black and white, but every once in a while there's a splotch of color to indicate mood or change of scenery or both. And this is just a book that I will not get tired of, or it doesn't seem like so far. I'm 5 issues in, and there hasn't been an issue that I've been disappointed with. The story is just moving along well. The art is entertaining. It's awesome. I'm putting this up there with some of my favorite stuff like Malefic, things like that. I'm going to give this a 4.25, and just check it out. Get the first issue or get the trade. If you don't like it, I'm sorry, but if you're anything like me, you're going to love this stuff. So it's a 4.25 out of 5. Get it, read it, enjoy it. And okay, so let me know if you have read it already. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. And like, subscribe, and most of all, enjoy your comics.